What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how the Minnesota Vikings should keep Justin Jefferson and sign him to a long-term deal. Without further ado, please like, please subscribe, and comment down below, what do you think Justin Jefferson on the Minnesota Vikings next year? Like, how good will they be next year? Like, do you think they're going to be a playoff team next year? Do you think they will be a contender? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. So let's start off with just the general stats of Justin Jefferson this season. Justin Jefferson had 1,074 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 68 receptions. Now, for Justin Jefferson, that's not like the best season, but still, the fact that he missed 7 games due to like a hamstring injury, and the fact that he still came in and scored and had 1,074 yards, 1,000 yard season, and 5 touchdowns, and still 68 receptions is really crazy to me. And I think in my opinion, he is the best wide receiver in all of football. Now you can argue Tyreek Hill, you can argue Jamar Chase, you can argue Cooper Kupp, but I think a lot of people would put Justin Jefferson as the best wide receiver in all of football. And the fact that he still had 1,074, and guess what? Kirk Cousins was injured for most of the season. He had to go with some guy named Bryce Hall or something. Like, I forgot his name. Sorry if I know that he went with two. I know he had to go with Josh Dobbs and some Taylor Hall or something. I forgot his name. Please comment down below what his name was, the other backup quarterback. He was, I know he came from BYU, but I forgot his name. But anyways, he had to really be the guy who carries these quarterbacks, and unfortunately, the quarterback play was just so bad that he just couldn't carry them. Oh, it's Jaron Hall. It's Jaron Hall, and he had to play with Nick Mullins too. Like, he had to go through the whole quarterback log, like whole quarterback depth chart this season. So I'm just saying right now, if the Minnesota Vikings get rid of Justin Jefferson, it's gonna be a big mistake, because he is probably one of the most valuable players and on any football team. I know quarterbacks are probably the most valuable position, but in the Minnesota Vikings team, he's definitely the best player. Maybe Danielle Hunter, but I think Danielle Hunter is probably the second best. But I think if they move off of him, it would be a big mistake, because even if they bring a new quarterback, let's just say they draft a quarterback, like maybe they draft at 13 or 11, or they trade up and maybe get like Drake May, or I don't even know, like maybe a Michael Penix or Bo Nix, right? If they get one of those, right? I feel like you're setting them up for failure if you don't have a star wide receiver to help them out. And I know Jordan Addison is not bad. Like, Jordan Addison, if we look at his stats this season, he had a 10 touchdown season, 911 yards. But it's because Justin Jefferson was also injured, so that's why he got that many yards. But nonetheless, he is a stud. He's a very good player. I'm not taking anything away from him. That was a good draft pick. But again, he knows Justin Jefferson. And I feel like the Minnesota Vikings hit on this draft pick. Like, Justin Jefferson is also very, very young. He's still a very young receiver. He was drafted in 2020 in the round 1, pick 22. So it's going to be, he's already played in the league for about 4 years. So yeah, you should definitely re-sign him. Like, without a doubt, man. Like, I'm telling you, if you do not re-sign this guy and he goes out in the free market, or you franchise tag him, I think the biggest mistake is franchise tagging him. Because if you franchise tag him, he's probably gone next season. You get him for one more season, he's probably gone. You're probably not going to be able to sign him. So I think the problem is, I feel like a lot of teams forget to do this, is that they look at money and like, wait, he might be expensive. But then you have to realize, like, how valuable is he to your team? And I think Justin Jefferson is one of the most valuable receivers in the league. If you didn't have Justin Jefferson on this Vikings team, they're winning 3 games. I'm sorry, they're winning 3 games this season. They're that bad. And yeah, it's coming from a division rival. Like, I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I don't like the Vikings, but I can also admit that if they lose Justin Jefferson, this team is going to be terrible, right? Obviously, they need to still address the defense. The defense was not good. I don't know why Brian Flores blitzes every time. It just doesn't work. So yeah, that's all I'm going to be talking about in this video. I think the bottom line is, if the Minnesota Vikings do not re-sign Justin Jefferson, it's gonna be a big, big mistake. And I think a team that could maybe take him, I think, would be, I don't even know who would take him. Like maybe like probably I don't even know, like the Chargers. They can maybe take him, but I don't know. Their cap situation is really bad. Like maybe I was thinking of Chicago, but they're not gonna give us Justin Jefferson. Like he's got to go to a team that like is pretty young, but like needs a wide receiver. Maybe like imagine Justin Jefferson on the Kansas City Chiefs. Like that would be insane. But anyways, guys, comment down below what you guys think where Justin Jefferson should be like next year. Like, do you think he's gonna be on the Minnesota Vikings? Do you think he's gonna be a free agent in 2025, or do you think the Vikings are gonna franchise tag him? My prediction is the Vikings are going to franchise tag him, sadly. But if I were the Vikings, I would definitely pay him. Like he's probably my best player on that team. So that's gonna be it for the video. Peace.